Mm.
And when your life always feels like you're beating your head up against the wall and life is so hard, that's when you're off the mark. That's your higher self saying, hey, this isn't part of what you came here for. Let's make this avenue really hard so maybe you'll work on what you really came here to do. Okay.
So, Sherry, let me start this out. Let's say I'm a soul up in heaven and
Mm-hmm.
I'm bopping around up in there, having a good old time, or whatever souls do up there.
Uh-huh.
Why would I want to come down here? Why do we incarnate here on Earth?
Because this is a school and we come here for our soul to evolve.
Okay.
And we can do it a lot quicker here than on the other side. You know, when everything's super great, wonderful, and awesome, we're not going to rock the boat. You know, we're not going to, even here on this earth, we're not going to rock the boat. We're not going to do anything. We're not going to change anything up or learn. But it's when we get knocked down and get the breath knocked out of us and run into obstacles, that's when we really are faced with really going deep and learning how to uh, work on a lot of things.
Yeah.
But it's a school.
Yeah.
And we come here for our soul to evolve because we want to experience everything.
And everything, I guess, is so easy up in heaven and so hard down here.
Mhm.
And that's how
Yeah.
you learn, I guess, huh?
Yeah. And, you know, we still learn on the other side.
Yeah.
We still get counseled. We can learn anything that we want. But it would be like if you were to read a book on how to take an engine apart in a car, it's a lot different than reading it than if you actually do it. So this is more the
Yeah.
hands-on approach.
Okay. Okay.
And then it really sticks with you a lot
Yeah.
better.
Yeah,
That's
that's
why we
true.
evolve quicker
Uh-huh.
and it's
That's right.
harder.
It really is. It
Yeah.
really is. So when souls come down here, is there generally a purpose for? We don't just come down here just to say hi. I mean, we have a we have a purpose for incarnating down here, right?
Yeah, we have what they call soul contracts.
Okay.
Everybody has them. And some people have a lot more and a lot harder ones than others. It just is what on the other side, what you think, and you get counseled with counselors too, and what you want to experience. Oh, well, maybe I want to come here and learn forgiveness. All right, so that's going to be my big soul contract. So let's say I come down and that's going to be one of my things that I want to work on. Doesn't mean I'm going to always accomplish it. This could be my 20th lifetime trying to figure that out. But that would be what I call the big hitter. And then I would have other contracts with who knows how many people. And I could say, okay, when I'm 27, I want you to come and steal a bunch of money from me and then beg my forgiveness and let's see if I can forgive you. And then I may go to another soul. Again, this is before we incarnate, although we can alter them while we're here too. I could say, oh, well, let's, get in a relationship and you cheat on me and then ask for my forgiveness. Let's see if I can forgive you. So we can have the big main ones, and then we can have all these other things to kind of test us or to teach us. And then with
Okay.
each one, it's kind of like leaving little breadcrumbs. I can look back 5 years. Oh, I could never forgive anybody, but now I see things differently. So people come in like that. They
Okay.
come in to learn.
We all have certain lessons, right? That we want to learn, and that's in our contracts to
Right.
learn those, or hopefully learn those.
Hopefully learn those.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that brings up the other thing. If we have this contract that these are going to happen to us, then what about free will? Don't we? I mean, if these things are already destined to happen,
But they're
for us,
not.
okay,
Just like we said, we come in with that, it doesn't mean it's going to happen.
Okay.
That may be, yeah, that's what I want to work on. But then Sherry may be down here and say, you know what? I'm not going to forgive anybody because I have free will. And let's say that, go back to what we were talking about, forgiveness. Let's say I really master this forgiveness by the time I'm 30, and I can really forgive people no matter what they do. Well, all the other contracts that I made, come to me when I'm 35 and 40, I no longer need those contracts because I've already accomplished that goal, what I wanted to do here.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So these contracts we set up with other souls,
Yes.
and they incarnate with us, or at different points in time, maybe.
Right. Yeah. And we do have what is called soul groups, where groups of people, normally it's like us, siblings, and parents and stuff, and kids, will incarnate over and over again, and we'll play different roles. Like, we're brother and sister this one. I may be your father in the next life,
Yeah.
we can switch things up. But we all know, that saying where they say, like, nobody can push your buttons like family members. And it's because they know you. They know you more than just be it in the family, because on an unconscious level, sometimes we can remember maybe from other past incarnations. And we do that to push the buttons, to push us into evolving and to learn.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because a lot of these contracts, you start to wonder. I'm thinking about Marie in the rough life she's had. Maybe this was built into her soul contract. She would come down here. These things would challenge her.
Oh, yeah.
So
And just like how she was talking about, is Philip coming back? Maybe they've split up and come back, split up and come back. I get so many people that book readings with me, and they're always like, they can't walk away, they can't break it off from their ex. They're always kind of wanting to go back or something. It's because they didn't learn what they were supposed to or what they wanted to. Some people, of course, can break it off, but then they'll just call in another person that will treat them the same way. So there has to be that internal work, learning boundaries, working on, nobody's going to love you any more than you love you. So if you don't love yourself, nobody else is going to. So there's a lot of lessons.
Yeah. So how can we know what's in our contracts? Can we?
Well,
Akashic records?
One way that you can tell is, again, synchronicities, and when things come up over and over and over again, almost like Groundhog's Day, you're like, wow, that's weird. Or you'll hear the same things over and over. There's a lot of different ways. I'm getting sidetracked. It's funny. My guides were talking to me about when, okay, I'll give you an example. I wanted, when I became a psychic and medium, even though I was born with this, but when I really started going to school, before I started school, I kept feeling like I was supposed to be doing something, but I didn't know what it was. And it was a series of events, and it took several months. But the minute I walked into the psychic development class, that feeling went away. So that's how you know that was one of my contracts, to come into this earth and to be a reader and a healer. And when your life always feels like you're beating your head up against the wall and life is so hard, that's when you're off the mark. That's your higher self saying, hey, this isn't part of what you came here for. Let's let's make this avenue really hard, so maybe you'll work on what you really came here to do.
Okay. All right.
So,
So, um, I'm sure we reincarnate a number of times. How many times do you think we've reincarnated as a soul? Hundreds, maybe
oh,
thousands. I don't.
more than that.
Could one of our past lives affect this life?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. I'll give you a couple of examples. Um, in my past life, I know that I was a healer. I was a hands-on healer, and I was a psychic. Well, that was taboo because I got my fingers smashed, my fingertips. Well, I don't know if you can see my fingertips all look like they've been smashed. This didn't start until I started my psychic training classes about 20 years ago. And so what that is that was me, my higher self, giving me this cue like, okay, now if you start in this psychic stuff again, this is going to be the reminder it didn't end well in your last life. So, but of course, once I realize it, and it doesn't hurt at all.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what we do. If you're an alcoholic or addicted to drugs and you don't break that when you're here on this earth, it's a lot harder to break it on the other side. And a lot of times we will come back in a lifetime where you'd be an alcoholic or a drug addict or something, and then you'd have to try to work on overcoming it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it will keep coming back and back and back until we get it right.
Yeah.
So, and
I,
you're asking, yeah.
I had that. I told you about the experience I had on the boat. You know, we went out. We were vacationing in Panama City or somewhere. We went out on the boat, little tour. You know, to see the dolphins or stuff. I didn't think anything of it. Never been on a boat before. Hey, you know, it's fun. We'll go see the dolphins jumping around. Man, I got out on that boat. It started going away, and then the land just started disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
I freaked out on this. I mean, shaking. My daughter was next to me. She would get up, you know, from the bench to look over. I'd grab her and shove her on the bench.
Yeah, sit down here.
I finally had to go inside. They had a little inside cabin. I had to go inside and just like breathe you slowly. And I must have died in a past life going overboard, being
Yeah.
eaten by a shark or something. I don't know, but I've never had that happen to me before.
That's funny because
Crazy.
I know that I like died of a drowning in a past life. And isn't it funny that our parents had we had that in-ground swimming pool, and then I got certified to be a lifeguard, and I love the ocean. It's almost like everything's kind of pushing me into trying to get over that fear of water, although I love it, but I am scared of drowning.
Yeah. My daughter, whenever we drive over a bridge, she just goes berserk.
That is so funny. So does our sister Debbie.
Oh,
Did you know
yeah.
that?
No, I didn't know that.
Debbie cannot go over a bridge either.
That's weird.
And see, that's our soul group. So those two, even though, you know, she's her aunt, your daughter's aunt, they could have been brothers or sisters in a past life. And
Probably
you know,
somebody threw them over a bridge.
yeah, or the bridge collapsed or something when they
Yeah.
were on it.
That is crazy.
And yeah, and people call them phobias, but it really is pulled in from your past lives.
Yeah.
And we just have to keep kind of working on it until we overcome it, because this is a school.
Yeah, it is. So these contracts that we write up or agree to before we incarnate, can we are they carved in stone?
No.
We can change them, right?
Yeah.
How do we do that?
We could even change them with people who have already crossed over. if we know we have a contract with the person who's already crossed over, you can do it that way too, or with someone who is still here on the earth plane. You don't have to talk to them in person. You can just envision that they are in front of you, and with the intention, almost like you're talking to them and say, hey, you know what? We've tried this several times. It's not working. Let's go ahead and tear up the contract. You go your way, I'll go mine. I wish you well, and bye-bye. But sometimes people want to tear up those contracts really early, maybe too soon. So guides kind of want you to be cautious on that. But yeah, we can definitely tear up contracts.
Okay. All right.
And that might be something for, the
Marie?
girl, yes, maybe envision she's tearing up a contract with her boyfriend, Philip. Yeah.
Yeah. That might helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So last question I have, how can we live more in alignment with what we came here to do?
Well, again, if you feel like that you're beating your head up against the wall, then you're off the mark. Even people who go back to the example I gave, once I went into the psychic training, that feeling went away, so I know I'm on mark. Who knows, maybe 10, 20 years from now, I might not want to do this, or I've already fulfilled it. I might need to go on to something else. And then it might get tough and tougher to do it. So then I might be, you know what? Okay, I'm going to work on this now. So we can change, even though we get one of the soul contracts, doesn't mean we have to stay with it the rest of our life.
Yeah.
So, but when life is going easy and you feel like you're going with the current, that's when you know you're kind of on the right track. But when you always feel like you're trying to swim up current, that's going to be, a tap on the shoulder, like, hey, let's redo this.
Okay.